Morning. I'm starting a live stream.
Okay, you're no crackers.
Okay, I'm live. So good morning. Bye. Good morning, everyone. This is what happens when you are on a work vacation. This really does mean, and I'd love for you all to be my daughter, but it would not be appropriate in this moment. I will totally have to talk to you at a later point in time. So thank you for the live,
But I was on phone.
you're not understanding. Bye. Please close the door. Good morning out there on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all the places, all the things. Today we are totally talking about, and you are joining me today on Freedom Tea Talks with Dr. Z. We are talking about working vacations, and that was a pretty amazing example of how that could potentially go for you if you are on a working vacation and sharing space with multiple people. Let's look at a couple of different things. So one, wouldn't you love for your vacations to be paid for by someone that's not necessarily you? And it's totally so bright this morning. My poor eyes are still, maybe they're still a little bit irritated from my most recent vacation. Possibility. But what would it look like for you to actually be able to go somewhere, get to enjoy what you're doing, where you're doing it, and also make money while being paid to be someplace to have fun? So let me explain. What you all may notice, for some folks, there is this possibility of being able to have the chance, the opportunity of showing up, depending on what type of work you do and who you do it for, where all the things, where you may have the opportunity to go travel and do other things just because of the nature of your job, and then because of the locations that you have the potential to go to. Back in the day, way back in the day, when I did used to be in the Army, that was the first time that I was actually introduced to being on vacation while also working. So being able to take time away for myself, as well as accomplishing what I needed to get done. At the time, this many moons ago, I didn't really understand what that meant or how or why. I just knew, I'm in the Army. Every pretty much other weekend, you could always take a couple of days off and go somewhere else or sign up to do different trainings and things where you get to go visit other places. Yes, you're learning, you're training, you're doing work for whomever is paying you, which can also be your own business, but you get the opportunity to go try different things. You get the opportunity to travel to a place that you might not wake up in the morning and say, "Ooh, I totally want to go to, I don't know, pick a random place because I don't want to offend where anyone lives at, but pick a random place that it sounds cool, but there's nothing like super enticing about it. It's not known. It's not like the to go to or do thing. If you have the opportunity through the work that you do to go explore different places, now you get the chance to break from your norm, which may look like having kids bust in on you anyways, whether you're at home or you're working somewhere else. It may be having a break from spouses, or it actually could mean taking all of them with you. That again, you may do some hours of working in a location, and it may be remote work, it may be showing up to a physical office, but you now have the chance to take some time afterwards and not go back to your regular house, do your regular routine with the regular people that know you, but you get to actually just show up and enjoy being somewhere else, being potentially catered to if you're not staying at because sometimes you might have family in the area. If you're not staying at someone's home, then you have the opportunity to stay in a location where you can get fresh towels and blankets and have meals delivered to your room that you didn't have to cook, or be in a resort or location where you could actually get up and cook if you like, because you have the time, you have the space, and you have the opportunity to really enjoy what that looks like. Whereas on a regular basis, you're like, I'm rolling out of bed and going straight to work if you physically go into an office, or pop up, turn on your laptop, and now you're here for it. One of the benefits, and it made so much sense. One of my mentors mentioned like going on vacation and really only going to places that pretty much our business would pay for. So that looked like being able to host a workshop, do a training, do something that, because you're providing a service to someone else, you now get to go and, like I said, experience a different thing. I'm in California, so going to Vegas is like nothing. It's like a effortless trip. Vegas, Palm Springs, like the Bay Area, San Francisco. Those will be effortless things. And I can now do things like that because I learned going on vacation is beyond essential for me. And I used to do it a lot, like I said, back in the day in the Army, but I didn't realize how much it really did help. I thought I was just having fun and living my best life. It literally was the difference in me being able to enjoy life, enjoy the work I did, as well as still be able to show up and do a good job. So then moving forward to not just spending my own money to make those things happen, but how can I provide a service or offer support or research for different things that I may want to offer and do it in a different location? Change of scenery is super supportive towards being able to do different things, just as having an opportunity to learn how other people do it. And if you have a business, your business can now pay for it. And I'm not a tax expert, but I do know if you provide work or services, some of those funds that you pay for it out of your business accounts are things that could be supported towards decreasing the amount of money that you pay for taxes, because you learned how to run your business in a way that gives you learning retreats. It gives you opportunities to go help other people and also be able to help yourself at the same time. This past week, because it's summertime, thank goodness, and as you saw the kid popping in there, I got a chance to go provide services for other people and do work in another state and be able to enjoy spending time with family and being somewhat on vacation afterwards. And what that looked like was the office that I rent. So yes, I do work remotely. So a work from home job, but I also have an office because let's just say one day I do want to meet with clients in person or meet with people to consult with. I have an office that's close by. Because I rent that particular office, I chose the office and the company that I work with, and I'm not going to give them a plug at all, but I chose the office and the company that I work with because it gives me the opportunity to rent offices in different locations. So when I choose to expand, I now have different places that I can go work at for days, weeks, months, however long it looks, but I get to travel now and be on vacation still while actively enjoying what my work-life integration looks like in different locations to see and just not only have a change of scenery, but what if I want to move to a different location? I get to go test the climate, test the waters of what that feels like on all the areas that are important, significant to me. I get to enhance what my business looks like, and I get to come back refreshed and renewed to be able to provide more support for the people that I provide support to. So if you work at a place where there are opportunities to go on training, meetings, like as an employee, sign up for it. You now just got a paid vacation and you get the opportunity to still enhance whatever it is you do for work if you genuinely enjoy it. But now you can start to incorporate, well, what does it look like to work, to play, to relax, to continue to build on giving you what you need so that you can show up in the best version of yourself. And if there is a way to have it compensated for, in real estate and different businesses, people constantly say use other people's money to do it. So I'm not saying like lie, don't be out here trying to scam people, but do be comfortable with the ideal of, okay, maybe I could choose to do that a little bit differently. And that may look like, instead of only going on vacation to places that are beautiful and resort like, see if there's a way to tie it into the work that you do. See if there's a training or something that you can be sponsored for. Last it was last month. I think it was last month, and came back this month. At the end of the month, after doing our Goddess Summit, um, I definitely took a break because that first 5 months of this year, like we have been going nonstop. The business took a break. So everybody, myself, my team, we all took a break. I was able to, and I did choose to like work maybe 1-2 days max out of that maybe 14-day period. But I had the opportunity to go on a retreat and to incorporate it into services that I offer. So I offer retreats, I do workshops. I am a yoga instructor and I selfishly keep it to myself most of the time. But because of those different things, I was able to explore working in a different location, seeing what that will look like, making connections, meeting with people, setting up different trainings for the future. Hint, hint, there'll be some stuff happening out of the country. But to do those things all within the guise of still being able to take a break from my norm, being able to give myself time and permission to do something different in a different location while also simultaneously working. So I got to be in a beautiful location, connect with awesome people, learn how I can provide more services there, set up who to connect with and who I'll be working with when I offer and provide services. So those business meetings where people go out of town, they make the connections, they do the things. You can be doing the same thing for your business and enjoy the hours that are not working hours. Seems like a no-brainer to me once I heard it, but that's just me. I don't know about how you guys are feeling about it, but if you knew you could go do what you love and do it in a location that's different than your everyday location and have your business compensate you for doing such a great job, as well as, like I said, being able to have your have your company, if you work for a company, do the same. It's kind of an awesome thing. I'm just wondering how you guys are feeling about that today, or if you all have any examples of it, or just what are your thoughts of having a working, excuse me, a working vacation and being able to secure places to do your work so that you can be in person and virtually, and then being able to have your downtime look like how you want it. And excuse my voice, I left my tea on the opposite side of the room and my water clearly in that same location. So hopefully, how does that sound to you all? Who's signing up for a working vacation? And again, that does not mean that you don't still take other forms of vacations, take other opportunities to spend time with yourself, which might look like a staycation. And we'll totally talk about that in the upcoming weeks. It might look like taking time off for a retreat. And I saw over here, love the idea of a working vacation. I love setting up for training, right? Isn't it like fun? Well, maybe it's fun to us folks that like to get away or need a break and recognize that we need it more frequently. Also from Facebook, what a fabulous idea. Like, it feels like such a no-brainer. And I am not saying, do not, please, please, please understand me when I say, do not like try to set yourself up for failure and go do something that's not ethically, morally, or legally right, and taking a vacation and still working at the same time. But if there is a way to combine and have a smoother integration of how life goes for you, why wouldn't you want to get in the habit of doing so? Where now it looks like, hey, if I'm doing this thing for work, what else can I do so that it is the most fulfilling for me? That I get to experience the most things ever, as well as still be able to show up and do what it is I'm supposed to do. In the upcoming weeks, we're still going to be talking about retreats, vacations, sabbaticals, all the things, as well as totally like shameless plug for the upcoming retreat that I have going on in LA in August, where we will be taking a break, detaching from things, and then reincorporating how to go about experiencing your 7 chakras through your 5 senses and integrating what that looks like in real life now. Excuse me, what it looks like in real life, how we can do that on purpose. And for those that don't even know what the heck 7 chakras are, like just learning what it is and allowing it to be exploration instead of maybe some fears that could be held up behind it. Being able to even come up with that idea or consider it definitely came from me having the opportunity to be in different spaces, to work with different coaches, to be in different trainings, and then realizing, everything doesn't have to just cost me individually all the money ever, all the time ever. There can be a really smooth integration of how I spend my time making my money and being able to help other people. Questions, thoughts, or concerns? Because if not, we're going to kick off this Tuesday and keep it moving. I will totally be grabbing my tea because, I can feel it. If there are no more or any other aha moments, do feel free to leave them in chats. I'll totally check them out later and see what's going on there. But otherwise, I hope y'all have an amazing day and that you are absolutely looking at, how can I schedule a working vacation so that I get away, change of scenery, boost just maybe even your excitement for doing what you do and still get work done. So it's like you get paid to have fun. Seems like a no-brainer to me. But again, make sure you're doing it ethically, morally, all the things. And I look forward to seeing you out next Tuesday, where we will be discussing a different, guess my thing clicked. We can have a team building vacation. This is what working vacation. You have a team. Now you guys get to go be somewhere else, which different books that I have read totally suggest taking time away, especially as a team that works together to spend time in new locations, to have like brainstorming days or like times where you get a chance to just do something different and rejuvenate the juices, the flow, the culture, the ideas that you guys are even working on and that you're producing to even maintain the business. What else? And then you can totally incorporate family if that works for you. If it doesn't, that's cool too. But just having the opportunity to do something in a different space while still integrating the things that are important or significant to you, where you spend most of your time. Like you spend most of your time working usually, and then now you have the opportunity to do so in a new location and test out different things and get refreshed and renewed and see what things you want to come back with and incorporate into your regular life. Again, I am totally about to tap out here. Thank you guys for joining in and jumping on with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you on the Zoom. I appreciate you on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on all the platforms. If I accidentally missed one, I appreciate you guys, and I cannot wait to see you all next Tuesday. I'll probably be dropping some questions about time-wise for the summer. There could be the opportunity to switch up the times and just seeing how you guys might feel about different times. Keeping it at 7:30, if it should be later in the day. I'll throw a couple things out there, see what it looks like, how you're feeling, and what your summer plans have been like for you all. And if you have kids, I know you're on summer schedule for sure. If you don't, why not still have summer schedule anyways? You are totally very, very welcome. I do not want to mispronounce your name over here on Zoom, but thank you all for showing. Have a great day, y'all, and I will see y'all next week. Feel free to subscribe to our email list. Shoot us an email if you've got questions, info@greaterself.org. If you want to shoot us a text, find out more info, 626-722-5661. See y'all later.